What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I know I typically talk my team on this channel, but I wanted to talk about the city and my career today because it's kind of interesting. As you can see, I'm playing the trailer here, which 2K released, so you can't ban me. Anyways, it looks like the city and my career are more connected than ever. Break into the NBA. I'm excited. To be honest, I haven't played a city in a very long time. Obviously, I cannot play sound because 2K likes to put extremely heavily copyrighted music in every single trailer that they put out. I don't know if that is specifically to stop people from reacting to it in a feasible manner or what's going on with that, but regardless, it looks to be an interesting experience. Like I said, I haven't played my career outside of like farming VC for my team. So I haven't actually played my career for actual fun in a very long period of time, but it does look like it has a fully interactive city. I am going to actually read the courtside report. You can do some runway modeling, which I think is pretty tight. I will personally would like to do that, or my career. Oh, you can also go in the studio and spit bars. Now, I will be going more in depth in that, hopefully later. I'm hoping that it's not just a hip hop option, and I can also do like other types of music. I would like to make perhaps like an outlaw country song, or perhaps like some butt rock stuff. I think the game is in here. I think I just saw his face for some reason. Either way, it's a very interesting stuff. If I can do post-hardcore in 2K, I would really enjoy that, though I do not believe that's going to be an option. Like, I don't think I'm going to be able to do covers of AFI's 2003 album out here, but, you know, it's interesting. Anyone, anywhere. Pre-order now. All right, let's get into the actual dev blog here and kind of see what's going on. I play on an Xbox, sir. All right, so booting up the courtside report here, estimated read time 15 minutes. Once again, 2K steady always just disregarding my comprehension skills. Last year's introduction to the city was a big step toward making 2K an immersive open-world basketball adventure. I mean, it was a step. I wouldn't say it was a big step considering it didn't really work that well, but it is what it is. In NBA 2K22, the My Career story takes place entirely within city limits, diving deeper into its many layers. So here's the thing that they're not really addressing here, and something that I personally would like to know in regards to 2K. Is this immersive city-like experience in regards to at least My Career cross-gen? Like, so if I get a current-gen version of the game, am I also going to have this city option, or is it going to be like a more standard My Career? And if that's the case, like, why is that only on next gen? You know what I mean? Hi, everyone. Yeah, whatever. This just doesn't even have a single guy. This is just visual concept development team. All right. We'd like to send a big shout out to the 2K community and 2K fans around the globe. This is the only time they ever shout out 2K community and 2K fans is like when something bad happens. Or like when they know that like everyone hates them. It's just... Oh God, we work hard every year to bring you the best sports gaming experience possible. Now, all right, I will address that because I know somebody heard me say those words and it's like they do not work hard. What are they talking about? That is incorrect. Like the workers themselves, they do work hard to try to pump out a new basketball game every single year with just the tightest time crunch. It's no wonder the game is broken every single year because it's at this day and age, it's just really difficult to put out a yearly title. That's why we've seen games like Assassin's Creed, which used to be a yearly title, kind of go more towards the every couple year format, and why we've seen Activision, absorb multiple studios to make different Call of Duties because they typically take 2 to 3 years to actually, create and finish. That's why you're seeing like Sledgehammer, Treyarch, etc., all making Call of Duty games. It's something that 2K doesn't do, and I think it would benefit them greatly if they were to invest in doing that. Having an actual prepared basketball game come out that's been being worked on for a couple years every year would be greatly beneficial to them and to the people working on it. Madden also doesn't do this, by the way. So either way, the workers themselves are not to blame here. It's Activision 2K. Like, they are to be blamed for the state of the game that we typically get. So without further ado, let's talk about what's new in My Career on the city on next gen and PlayStation 5, as well as some... Yep, okay. So it's... What they're showing in the trailer is strictly next gen, which is quite unfortunate, but they do have the neighborhood. We'll see. New gen. I like how they're just calling it new gen, not next gen. I enjoy that. I mean, it's true. It is here. It kind of makes sense, like, if we're talking about actual English, but... We always strive to deliver a unique My Career experience, and last year's introduction of the city was a big step towards making 2K an immersive, whatever. This year we take a giant leap as the My Career story takes place entirely within the city limits. That's cool, bringing a level of immersion and control to the mode that feels completely new. Okay, so that's something I've always wanted from 2K because I'm not someone who enjoys playing Park, right? Park is a little too sweaty for me. I don't play it enough for it really to be worth it. But I do like the aspects of kind of running around that open area and having a bunch of different things to do. So the fact that they're bringing that aspect of it to the single player mode is cool, especially for someone like me who kind of just wants to go like farm VC for my team and like have a little bit of fun when I'm not playing my team and stuff like that. Like that's cool. What makes this possible is a quest-based My Career. That's awesome, and they're also bringing the seasons thing to My Career as well, which is cool. That not only delivers the kind of engaging, unique storytelling that My Career players have come to love over the years. Okay, first off, like, relax, dude. All right? If you were just reading this, you would think this was on par with, like, Last of Us. It's definitely not. I will say, whichever one had Michael B. Jordan was kind of tight. Shout out to my man Vince Howard, Texas Forever. But also allows the user to take full control of the narrative, completing both main storyline quests and host of side quests in various city locations. So they are going with, like, more of an RPG style here. Look, it's not going to be as in-depth and cool as they're making it sound, but it might be like a nice change of pace. We'll have more details on story specifics in the quest system below, but the main takeaway here is that My Career is no longer like a movie and is more like an interactive adventure. Yeah, whatever. We think you'll find this change refreshing and unlike any other basketball video game experience out there. Of course, it wouldn't be My Career without taking your tricked-out My Player to the city to compete on the blacktop against the best My Players in the community. And we've got a host of improvements and enhancements to the city experience too, including the introduction of seasons. Yep, that will help bring your online multiplayer experience to new heights. Again, more details below. All right, meet My Player. Each year, My Player allows you blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we know how My Player works. My Player has just moved to the city with his best friend and business manager, Ricky Bennett, who, if this is a true RPG, will betray you at some point. And they've got big plans. Yeah, Ricky Bennett is definitely not to be trusted. He's definitely going to betray you at some point. I don't know how that's going to come about, but I don't think 2K is going to have the most imagined narrative. So the best friend betrays you at some point trope is definitely going to show up. That's just how I feel about it. Not only do they want to take over the basketball world, but they want to make their marks in the exciting worlds of music and fashion. This is just Kyle Kuzma simulator at this point. This is great. Kelly Oubre. The ultimate goal remains to make it to the NBA and lead your team to a championship or 3. Haha. But how you get there and how you build your personal brand along the way. More on our new personal brand system below offers more diverse and entertaining options than ever. Interesting, in NBA 2K22's My Career, you progress through the story or however you like, not unlike how you like. It's a much less linear and much more open experience, allowing you to build draft stock through pickup games, college, the G League training sessions, interviews, and more. The story hasn't left My Career. In fact, it's become more immersive than ever, allowing you, the player, to dictate the terms. There are many paths you can take, but it's up to you and your friend Ricky. Yeah, they're emphasizing Ricky a little bit too much. So I'm guessing he's going to double cross you at some point. Now, the thing I want to know about is the music. So I'm hoping that they talk more about it at some point. That would be great. NBA intrigue. Getting to the NBA is just the beginning of this year's My Career story. Once you make it to the league, you'll have to navigate a complex set of circumstances that we don't want to give away just yet. Do I get shot in a drive-by? Like, is there choices? Like, is it like a choose your adventure book? Can something horrifically wrong happen to my career or my player? Because that's something I've always wanted to see in 2K. Not like, all right, it sounds messed up, I guess, when I say it out loud, but I've always wanted something like super crazy to be able to happen to your My Career player that you have to like work back from. I always thought that would be pretty cool. They did it in NFL Blitz the League. I guess it was just technically Blitz the League. I mean, yeah. Let me take steroids. let me do it. It's like MLB The Show. I wish I had the option to use Spider Tack and could get suspended. That would be super tight. Yeah, a bunch of behind-the-scenes drama that NBA fans love that makes up a huge part of the NBA fan experience. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. They always kind of try to do stuff like this, but it just remains to be seen how well they do it. The sheer number of characters you interact with is one of the highlights of this year's My Career. You'll be visiting your PR director at the team's facility, reporters at their offices. Can I fight them? That's a good question. I'm hoping for an NBA 2K and Def Jam style experience, which I don't think we're going to get. And reps of brands like Nike and Adidas at their company headquarters. Almost anything you do in my career can be done by interacting face-to-face with colorful personalities. A favorite around the office is Marvin Castleberry, the pretentious record store employee. Okay, he sounds like the owner of the record store chain, not an employee. Just, next time, 2K, just name him I don't know, Mark Davis. That sounds like a pretentious record store employee who smells like patchouli oil. Make sure you stop by for a little music trivia. You'd be surprised what you can earn as a reward. As we touched on earlier, this new structure exists with the help of our all-new quest system. Players of open-world RPGs will be familiar with the type of vibe we're going for. Okay. You're not just taken from cutscene to cutscene. Instead, you choose who to talk to and when, triggering tons of unique interactions with interesting personalities filmed in a cinematic style. Okay. It's a lot of fun to play and allows us to add more narrative beats and story arcs than ever before, deepening the feeling of living in a real, breathing world. Not only will things happen to you that are outside of your control, just like in real life, but the choices you make in everything from playstyle to interview responses unlock mini story arcs and rewards that tailor the experience. It's cool. I'm just interested to see how that's actually going to translate. You know what I mean? That's the part that kind of confuses me. NBA stars are some of the most creative, enthusiastic entrepreneurs in the business world. Oh, God, here we go. We wanted to capture the excitement of pursuing side hustles. I absolutely despise the concept of the side hustle, right? The side hustle is a very interesting, I would say exclusively American, kind of interesting, worldview. Having a side hustle is if you don't have a side hustle, you're just a piece of garbage. You're a garbage person. That's how most Americans kind of see it, especially when you look at hustle culture Instagram or entrepreneur Instagram, where they're you always have to have a side hustle. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but side hustles are dumb. I hate them. I just wanted to mention that. In this year's My Career, by introducing music and fashion storylines that you are free to pursue if they match your interests. That being said, some of our favorite scenes in the game take place in these storylines, so we recommend you check them out. I will obviously be checking them out. I can't review the game fully until I start my music career and my fashion career and everything that being this person doesn't allow me to do. Especially if you've ever wanted to lay down a track in a professional recording studio. I have. I just do not have the talent. We don't want to give too much away here. Okay, please do, because I'm very interested, but we're very excited for the community to see what's in store for them should they choose to pursue outside interest in these fascinating industries. So what I want to know is, how expansive is this, right? When you go create music, do you just choose the option to go to the studio and then there's a little cutscene where you're and then it's just over? Is it a rhythm mini game? Look, I don't expect Yakuza levels of mini games and levels of expansive things to do outside of the actual game, okay? I don't expect that at all. But I at least expect Sleeping Dogs levels of things to do outside of the main experience, okay? So at least let me play a rhythm game or a karaoke style experience for recording a beat, and then how well I do dictates how well the song is received. That'd be cool. Also, I know it's the NBA and everything like that, but it would be a cool option to have options outside of hip hop. That's just how I feel about it. Not for any other reason than it'd be just really funny to be an NBA player and then just have a number one hit on CMT. That's the real reason I want that. Also, can I sign to Psychopathic Records? I just want to play at the Gathering. I'm sorry. Speaking of outside interests, an NBA star has to carefully develop his personal brand to make the most of endorsement opportunities. I'm definitely going to have my NBA player get a HelloFresh deal for sure. So this year, we're introducing a personal brand system that mirrors this real-world dynamic. Wait till I get on Instagram promoting Slim Tummy Tea. We'll keep track of everything you do on and off the court and assign personal brand points to a variety of characteristics, like free spirit, flashy, corporate, fun to... Who wants to be corporate? For real, which one of you is picking corporate? Because that's whack. Your actions and decisions influence your personal brand, and your personal brand dictates what off-court opportunities are available to you, so think carefully about what you do and how to do it. I'm going full Kyrie. That's all I can tell you. full Kyrie. I'm going like half Kyrie, half Hassan Piker. This year, we've added a lot more side quests to enrich the experience outside of the main story arc. We mentioned music and fashion above. There's a lot more where that came from, ranging from races around the city to sit-down interview opportunities that crop up when you do things like run up the score at the end of a blowout. Yeah, I will do that. So while there is a main story arc you can follow, there are also tons of whatever. And they change on daily, weekly, and yes, seasonal basis. Okay, so I can do like some Christmas stuff. Everything you can do in the city, and we mean everything, earns you MVP points, NBA and city games, interviews, side quests, runway walks. Yes, they're excited about this. I just feel like no one's really that stoked, but I'm gonna do it. Comment down below if you want to see me play my career, because I will do all these things. Among other things, I'll bring you one step closer to becoming MVP of the city. Ultimate goal for any 2K baller. MVPs of the city unlock a penthouse apartment, quick access to affiliation courts, and more. No matter if you're a city player, NBA enthusiast, or somewhere in between, you can become an MVP of the city just by playing the game the way you like to play it. All right, seasons. Look, I'm not going to go into too much detail. I'm not even going to read this. We know how seasons work, especially a lot of you that play my team. Nothing's much different here. It's just going to be a set of objectives that you have to do. First thing you notice when you enter this year's city is how real it looks. Sir, I don't even mean to be rude here, but there is no city in the continental United States that looks like this. First off, it looks like New York, but then it also looks like Beijing over here. Sorry, no city looks like that. Also, there's no place in the world that has this many basketball courts next to it. Sorry. All right. Anyways, our art team did an incredible job making everything from bricks to fire escapes to windows look a lot more lived in. There's dirt scuffs and aging. This is what you guys were doing instead of improving gameplay, huh? Okay. Part of bringing the city to life is adding new locations. We touched on this above. But everyone you interact with in 2K22 now has a place in the city. You'll find yourself seeking out underground rappers. Awesome. Baristas. Why would I be searching out a barista? Can I lay game in this game? Is that what's happening here? Like, why am I seeking out a barista? For what reason? Reporters, former my players. Interesting. I don't know what that's all about. NBA stars and more. There might even be a couple of newcomers throughout the year thanks to seasons. Keep your eyes peeled. I'm trying to find Santa Claus for the newest additions to the city. You never know who you'll meet. Trying to find Will Ferrell as Elf. Visit Perco Latte. Come on. That's too on the nose. Perco? For real? Perco? Okay. And observe everyone enjoying coffee and a conversation. Take a stroll through the farmer's market and see all the people vying for the best produce in the city. The goal here is to make the city feel real and lived in, and we think you'll be happy with the results. Daily quests, we know how those are. That's my team stuff. Season XP, we obviously know how this works. I'm not going to go into too much detail. If you want more detail on that, watch any of my team content from last year. What you'll see from the season in 2K21 my team is exactly what you're going to see in the seasons for my career. City spruce up. I like this poster of Rui Hachimura. That's pretty cool. It's like the rising sun, but then there's also like he's dunking over the Capitol. Pretty sick. In addition to refreshing reward, seasons will also refresh the look and feel of the city. There will be new court floors, new murals, and of course seasonal changes. Every 6 weeks the season will change in ways both profound and subtle. Just like a real life city. Whatever. Have you guys ever been in an American city before? Because I feel like you haven't. And hey, start preparing yourself for the City Slam. What's that you say? In time. Okay. Obviously, there's seasonal quests and blah, 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 blah. It's all pretty normal. Race of the week. I mean, you can go and like race and stuff. I don't believe. 1 million VC. It's pretty impressive. Okay. If you get the go-kart, I feel like you have an advantage, though, so I don't really know. Obviously, we got the new apparel and stuff like that. I talked about this a little bit yesterday. Be on the lookout for drops from clothing brands like Dim Mak and Billionaire Boys Club, in addition to returning favorites. Still no mention of Hot Topic or Buckle, unfortunately. One of the most requested features over the past few years has been matchmaking. We still love hooping on affiliation courts and holding them down, but for those of you who want a matchmaking experience, we've got you covered with the introduction of 4 brand new 24/7 matchmaking modes that take place in locations throughout the city. 3v3 players, player versus player, no squads allowed. Okay, cool. Randoms unite. 3 versus 3 players versus AI. Okay, this is actually cool. I like this. This is basically triple threat. but you can play with 2 of your friends with your My Players. That's really cool. I might actually play that. Holler at me in the comments if you want to play that with me, because I will go play that one. I don't know about 3v3 regular, but 3v3 versus AI, I'll play that. 3v3 player versus player. Trampolines and basketball. Oh my god, are you serious right now? Are you serious? I can play slam ball? Bruh. Okay. Yep. All right. I'm playing slam ball. 1v1s, affiliations, events, Gatorade, private courts. Yeah, I mean... Okay. However, the courts weren't always available, and some players didn't love to have to spend VC on rental time. So this year, we've eliminated the VC charge completely and added the ability to hop on a Gatorade private court whenever you feel like. That's awesome, actually. That's really good, because that was awful in the city this year. The lobby. Okay, so now we're talking about... Okay. Now we're talking about current gen. Okay. We've talked about what's coming to the city. Now what do we have discussed for... Yep. Concha del Mar. This is the neighborhood, so this is current gen. The ship is constructed with 5 tiers, starting in the lobby on deck 4. The moment you board, the cruise will make you feel as if you're actually on vacation, ready to indulge in some festivities. To help you get situated, Heather will assist you navigating the ship, offering tutorials. I'm guessing it's like Siri or something. When you're ready to settle in, take blah, blah, blah. This is like my court and stuff. This is where all the Pro-Am 3v3 and stuff, whatever. Rewards, you'll find Ante Up, the game room, restaurants, daily pick'em, and daily spin. So it looks like current gen is going to be more attuned with the typical park, aesthetic and park kind of gameplay loop. So if that's more what you're looking for, I think like probably current gen is going to be more your speed. I don't know. That's just kind of what I'm looking. Once you finally reach deck 16, how many decks are on this ship? You'll find how many decks are on a cruise ship? I don't know. I refuse to get on one because they're literally the most disgusting things that have ever existed. But even a new 5v5 court with park rules surrounded by a lazy river properly titled the Moat, you'll be able to easily identify which NPCs offer side quests because they have a question mark floating above their head. In addition, the top deck features a reality show called The Goat Boat, and you can interact with the members to receive more challenges. Interesting. Season excursions. Yeah, so every season you can get off and you'll go like hoop in a different place. That's pretty cool. They do sound relatively similar, but once again, next gen seems like it has a lot more to do, and they're obviously going to pump it more. We here at Visual Concepts couldn't be more excited to see my players from all around the world unleash in our all-new city and nautical neighborhood. I like the use of nautical, I will say that. Whether you're a new gen player or a current gen player, we're giving everyone more to do and more to see, plus a wealth of new content. Exploring these new worlds will bring new challenges, thrills, and modes designed to get the most out of your experience. We've come a long way from the park, and we're thrilled with how much we've evolved and where we're heading. So here's the problem here. Right off the bat, everything I have basically read, everything I've seen about 2K22 is going to change kind of the way Park plays, right? Especially with its enhanced and renewed kind of focus on stamina being incredibly important. If you've seen anything about that, jump shots go up slower when you're tired. And when I say that, it's like if you dribble for like 24, I don't even know how many seconds are in a shot clock at this point. If you dribble for like 20 seconds and then chuck up a shot, it's going to be slow and has a high chance to miss. Now, it's going to change a lot about what happens in Park, because basically Park is just 3 hunting or rim running, right? This has an element of strategy to it we haven't seen in 2K in a very long time. So, what's going to happen is the Park people are going to complain, and then, they're going to change it, and it's going to be back to business as usual, but I guess we'll find out, so whatever. Anyways, I'll be here day one playing this game. My team, is where I'll be first, but I will jump on some City. Let me know down in the comments if you guys are down for a stream tonight. I'm thinking about playing some Empire of Sin. I want to rule Chicago with an iron fist during the Prohibition era and smite all who come before me. So, let me know what you think down in the comments. As always, it's been your boy Cheap Ludes. Peace out, guys.